Hello everyone, today I'll be showing you the Steeple of Wrapped Suffering, which is the most difficult steeple of the three in this event. So yeah, let's get on with the steeple. It's gonna lag a little bit, just wait it out. Okay, basically this steeple has a lot of tough jumps, making it challenging difficulty. Because it's definitely not that long, the jumps are just really tough, some of them. Okay, these are lit rides. Basically, when you press this button, there's gonna be a little car driving out of the present, and then you're just gonna ride it like this. And then just jump off it at the correct timing, and a little flick here, and this jumps a little bit weird, just do it like this. Okay, this platform here, basically what that is, it's gonna be really annoying, because what happens when you fall on any floor, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna be teleported back to the halfway point of the previous floor, which is really annoying. So try not to fall, because you're gonna lose a lot of progress. This jump, I like to do it like this to ensure maximum safety. Okay, and then we get to this. This is probably the main point, the main idea of this steeple, which are holding buttons. What you have to do, you have to just click it, and then you have to keep holding on it, because otherwise it's gonna, you know, disable the blocks that you're standing on. Also, this is the sign that I just explained, because you have to focus on two things, which makes it pretty difficult, because you have to walk, make sure you don't fall off the platform, and you also have to move your mouse with the button so you don't accidentally stop holding on it. What I do for this jump, I wait for it to slide down all the way and then just jump off like that. And then just follow along here, these jumps like so, they aren't that difficult. And then we get to this part. Okay, this is another one of those bouncy platforms, they just go up and down. What you want to do for this jump, stand all the way on the edge and then jump off it once it's at its lowest point, so you don't hit your head against that. This jump I really don't know how to explain, just make sure you time it correctly and do it like I just did. Okay, this thing might look very intimidating first time you get it, because it's spinning the opposite way of where you want to go. But actually it's not that difficult. All you have to do is wait for this thing to be flat, then wrap around, and then just keep pushing like so. I will show you like this, and just keep walking, and you will be on this platform automatically. So it's really not that difficult in my opinion. And then you're almost done with floor 2. Just do these jumps, make sure to not fall, or else you will be sent back to halfway point of floor 1. This is a pretty big jump, just make sure you don't fail it. And then you are at floor 3, which is pretty short, I think. If you, maybe the outside section is pretty long. Okay, this jump, stand like this and then jump, and then turn your camera mid-air and then wiggle your way out. Don't walk out, because Roblox physics are weird and you might overshoot it, because it happened to me once. For this part, just do the same, it's a little bit weird. Okay, these are SoWS. Basically what these are, it will spawn unanchored blocks. So what you want to do is you don't want to push these blocks, because otherwise the entire tower will fall. Just make sure you don't touch the side of those blocks, otherwise they will fall. Okay, here we are, lit rides number 2. Press this button like this so you can move through, and then we go off this ramp onto the outside section. Okay, I somehow cheesed that a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, this ramp isn't really that safe. So there is a small safety net right here to ensure that you don't get thrown off, you know, unfairly. But for the rest of this outside section, there's no safety net. So make sure you don't fall here. This is another one of these holding buttons. So it's a little bit more tough. I like to jump at the end, so there's less chance I'll walk off accidentally. Okay, this button, you have 1 second before it goes all the way into the wall. So you have 1 second to this jump. It's a little bit tough, but just be quick enough and you'll be fine. And then, just like that, you are already at floor 4. Congratulations. Okay, what you want to do from this point, go down here, do this awkward, weird jump. And you have 8 seconds to go back like that, and then use this platform like so. go over here, and there's another one of these bouncy platforms. Just make sure you time correctly. Also, if you walk against the wall, it will stop going down, so don't do that. Just wait for it to be open. And then we have our second and last SoWE part. You have to press 2 of these buttons, and basically, when they all fall and you have to respawn the SoWS, you will also have to redo both buttons, so make sure you don't press this button again when you have both buttons, because otherwise you're gonna have to do it again. This jump, just make sure you time it correctly, like that. This jump is really annoying. I just like to do it from this point and then just go like that. Also jump off here, don't walk off, because Roblox physics will be a little bit weird, and you will be thrown off again, just like with floor 3. Okay, these are coal blocks. They do extra damage, as you can see right there. So make sure to avoid them as much as possible. When you go on this truss, just try to move with it with shift lock and avoid the coal blocks. Flick off like that, and just follow along here. Do this little flick here. And then you are at the third, but not last, holding button, which might be the most difficult one of them all. Because you have to actually move like this. You can move a little bit on the conveyor if you want to be done quicker, but it's a little bit risky. And just go down and go over here. Flick. These things fall, so make sure you jump off them as quick as possible. Flick off like this. And then go to the back of this. And just do this like that. And then, just like that, you are already at the final stretch of this entire steeple. Which is the most difficult part of the entire steeple, in my opinion. This is a really big jump. Just make sure you line up correctly. This jump, also make sure you line up correctly, and then you'll be good to go. And there we have it, the last lit rides of the entire steeple. These are 2, so you have to keep switching between. First go to the left and do this weird wrap, then go to the right. Make sure you dodge this, and then you have to decide on which one you want to go based on where those walls are moving. And then just go like so. And I want to hit this button. It's a pretty tricky jump, but when you hit it, let's try. There we go. You have 2 seconds to the platform part. Okay, the spinner is pretty slow. Just make sure you time it correctly. Okay, this jump is way longer than you might think. I failed this one countless times because I kept underestimating it. Okay, let's go like this. Go from the side so you can climb on it. And just move like this. And then go jump. Do the wrap from like halfway this wedge. Like this. And then you are at the most annoying part. You can't jump. But what I like to do for this part, to be very safe, I'm just gonna line myself up like this. Then make sure I climb on there. And then go a little bit down and then move your camera like this. So you don't, have to use these, which is a little bit risky. So I like to avoid those ones. Go along here. This part is really, really annoying and scary. Don't touch this. It will take a lot of your health away. This wrap like this. Okay, this might be the most deadliest part of this entire steeple. Okay, what you want to do is you want to wait for it to be almost straight up, but not too far, so you can still climb on it. You really need to time it correctly like I just did. And I wait for it to be like that, and then just do this. Okay, now you're here. Also, this part might look really intimidating, but there's a safety net, so really you don't have to worry. So just go like this, and you have to do this part. But if you want, it's a 12 stud, so it's possible. If you for some reason don't want to do this part, you can technically jump over it, but it's a little bit risky. I mean, there's a safety net, so who cares really? And from this point, you're pretty much done with the entire steeple. Just go around this, make sure you don't get too close to it, and then boom! You've done it! Congratulations! You've beaten it! And I've done it within 10 minutes, which is kind of cool. Just go like here, and there you have it. Your present, just for you. And then just touch it to claim victory. Three tower steeple completions. I keep saying tower instead of steeple. But anyways, that was the Steeple of Wrapped Suffering. I hope this video was somewhat helpful or enjoyable. And yeah, I might be doing a video on a boss later, but that kind of depends. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!